fired-up crowd here at London's Wembley Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And we are underway in London. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now. Well, now the ball's in his hands.
And we'll play action here. It's McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Mason gets it from the gun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled by the perennial All-Pro Myles Garrett.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running once more with Mason. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. to throw. Here's Sanders. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle, and he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
So after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Working out of the gun, Sanders. He slides down inside the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Ford has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
They're going to try to run with Ford. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. They left a few on the table their last time out, Bronx, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. On him quick, and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Trying again following the sack. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. Caught, nice gain left side. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns stretch their early lead to 9. I love plays like this, Bronx. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns go up 10-zip here in the 1st. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mason. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. Danced away from one tackle, but not able to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
And the Browns bringing out some extra defensive backs. We got dime on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. Oh, Jefferson lost the football. And this is going to be Browns football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that 2nd hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Going again here, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, Yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bajorquez, to handle it. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Addison going to motion over left. 2nd down, McCarthy to pass. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, it's Mason. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Making the tackle, Shelby Harris.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Play action, McCarthy. Throw complete to Thielen. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 30. To Mason running right. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Setting up the running back screen. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Mason. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
1st down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They're going to run it. Here's Scott. They'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. The Browns close in and take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Reichard connects there. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. To return, Jerome Ford. Juke the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. To the air, Sanders. Complete out to the right. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down run by Ford. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and short here. Sanders searches from the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Mason gets it on the counter. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They send a man in motion. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Running left side by Jefferson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On play action now, McCarthy. It's caught and Thielen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. A give to Mason. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Motioning him from the slot right. This is Mason on 2nd down. He breaks the tackle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Dumped off to his running back. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. It is the 2-minute warning from Wembley. It's the Browns with 4th down here behind the sticks. The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Short side option here. He's running left. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Mason. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now McCarthy. He's running for it. And to the ground he goes. Slide into a stop well short here, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Will Reichard now to try the Vikings field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Reichard connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Browns going on offense here very late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Now he'll heat this one deep down the right sideline.
Man, look at the big fellas working their tails off up front. That offensive line gave the QB ample time. Unfortunately, just no completion to be found down the field.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Sanders. Called in by Njoku, left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in. Misses it. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Another try following the sack. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Sanders back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. The Browns close in and take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again following the sack. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's McCarthy to throw. played it over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Start on the ground. It's 4. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for 4. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Third down, 1 yard to go. Sneak here, Sanders. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's 4. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
2nd and 13. Just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air, Sanders. This up, left sideline, looking for something big. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them, trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Mason. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Off play action, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Mason gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. The Browns close in and take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Will Reichard now to try the Vikings field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Reichard connects there, and that'll double their lead to 6.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Running left, here's Ford. Broke through the tackle. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Play action, Sanders. He puts a mare under it, deep down the middle. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift of 4. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. He finds Njoku, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the air on first down, Sanders. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Forward, straight ahead. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. Looking out of the gun, Sanders. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. McCarthy to throw it. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that 1st down marker.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the 1st. So we're through 3 here. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. First and 10 from the 41. Now it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? We did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. McCarthy throwing here. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motion man right is Jefferson. Play action, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits him on the end route. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichard. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Reichard connects there, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Bronx, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Brought in by Njoku, left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
A give up the middle to Ford. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Fights off the pressure. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Get to Mason running right. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows their lead to 12.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns getting their offense out there. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again here, Sanders. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
This rookie quarterback's going to have to file that one away as a little bit of a reminder. You can't stare down your primary target. You can get away with it in high school, even in college, but not in this league as that ball gets batted away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air, Sanders. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. Escapes the sack. He keeps it and takes off. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They've got 1st down from the 31. From the gun, Mason. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another run for Mason. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a pickup of 11, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Escapes his defender. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
First down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings go up by 19. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. It's Sanders out of the pistol. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second down run by Ford. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a first.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, they're plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Connects with Thrash. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 5. Dumps it off to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. That's caught for the first. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! 40! Into the red zone! And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2.
Let's call those, Kate, some growing pains for this rookie kicker. All these kickers making the jump from college to the NFL, well, they got to adjust to a much longer kick. And you know what else they've got to adjust to? The speed and the athleticism of those defenders to block that kick. Let's call this a hard lesson learned. You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Mason will try this one up the gut. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Mason gets it on the counter. And it's going to be a win for the Vikings here today. As they get the 1st down, they can take the clock down to 0s now. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So it's a win for the Vikings. Well, Brock, this one certainly had its bright moments. Going to be talking about those in the days to come. Another great game, and we had the good fortune once again of having a bird's eye view to it all.
It's a lot like what they say about golf. There's no such thing as a bad day on the course, and there's no such thing as a bad time calling an NFL game either. These two teams were able to give us some highlights and one exciting game to cover.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say cheerio from London.